friends. Once again, it's sunrise here in Ormond Beach, Florida, and lovely weather, even though I don't think we're going to get much of a show today. But that's actually kind of appropriate for what I hope we can talk about today, which is this idea that it's all resurrection. And, we're in the season of Lent for a few more weeks here. Easter is April 20th. And this is the season of wandering, of questioning, of the unknown. This is the season, the story leading up to Christ's crucifixion, to those fateful days that sort of shifted history. And it's a time to become introspective. It's a time to feel like wandering. It's a time to give homage to the journey. And we don't have to lose hope here. Or if we do kind of lose hope, we can let it sort of live somewhere else. One of my favorite theologians, named Richard Rohr, you've heard me talk about him if you've been watching long, talks about how God is relentless in God's willingness to resurrect everything, that everything gets redeemed. So the hope in that is that, like, whatever the hard part is, the resurrection, the redemption is coming, the rebirth is coming. And it has me thinking today about being a mother, about having children. And, very rarely, if ever, do people recount the long stories of month after month of your body changing and your appetites changing and your hormones changing and all of those kinds of things. You talk about those last few hours, maybe days of labor. And then you talk about the gift you have, the little human that comes into the world. And I think it's that way with ask any hiker. We don't neglect the journey. The journey's what makes it worth it. But getting to those peaks and those vistas and knowing that they're coming, and the loss along the way, the unknown along the way of exactly what you'll face to get there. The water keeps getting closer and closer. And it's just, I hope that can be a place of hope, but also a place to not neglect these moments of how we get to those resurrection moments. We can keep faith that even this hard moment will be redeemed, that even this boring moment, that even this everyday moment will be redeemed, will be part of the story of resurrection, of hope, of life, so that maybe we can hold on to a thread of sort of where it's all going. And I'm, for one, a person who would love to have immediate gratification. I've always thought that. I want to know Spanish, but I don't want to go through the process of learning it. I remember saying that when I was like 14 years old. I want to reap the benefits of a life well lived, but the work of a life well lived sounds like a lot. It'll all be redeemed. Whatever the work is, whatever the efforting is, whatever feels like a lot and hard or too much, keep breathing, one step at a time. It's all resurrection. It's the ultimate good news, or the ancient word for good news, gospel. It's all resurrection. It's headed there, even in the hardest moment, even in the moments where it seems like all is lost, especially in the moments when it feels like all is lost. That's this story that we're walking through in Lent. Crucifixion, it's all lost. Even Jesus says, "Why have you forsaken me?" Even Jesus appears to lose faith, hope. And yet, it's all resurrection. I was going to say I hope that brings you some hope today, but I kind of don't. What I hope instead is that maybe it gives you a little space to move and breathe within whatever you're facing today. Even if you can't bring yourself to hope today, some small chord within you might know that it's all headed towards redemption, towards resurrection, towards rebirth. Grace and peace, friends.